People say miracles reveal themselves quietly, without music or warning a broken bar, but if you stay until the end of this story, you will understand why some moments can change a life forever. And before we begin up, if you love stories that touch the heart and remind you that kindness still exists in this world, then make sure to like this video and subscribe, because more life-changing stories are on the way. It happened on a cold, windy evening when 32-year-old Daniel Hayes, a struggling mechanic with exhaustion in his bones, stepped out behind the gas station to throw away a busted oil filter. He wasn't thinking about anything except getting home before his next shift started. His life had been a loop of bills, broken cars, and loneliness ever since he lost his sister in an accident 3 years ago. But that night, or rather, that single momentous something shattered his routine forever, because he heard a sound, not the usual rustle of plastic bags or alley cats. This was softer, a tiny gasp, almost like someone holding back a cry. Daniel stopped. The wind pushed against his jacket as he walked toward the dumpster. At first, he saw nothing, just metal, garbage, shadows. But then, a small figure moved inside it. A little girl. Her hair was tangled, dusty. Her tiny hands were searching through the trash, struggling to lift a soggy cardboard box. She looked no older than 7, maybe 8, and she flinched when Daniel stepped closer, as if she expected him to shout or throw something. "Hey, broken bar, hey. It's okay," Daniel said softly. "I'm not gonna hurt you." The girl froze, hugging a ripped backpack to her chest. Her eyes were wide, not empty like a child used to hardship, but terrified like someone running from something much bigger. Daniel slowly removed his jacket and held it out. "You're freezing. Please, take it." She hesitated, then shook her head no, as if she had been taught not to accept help. "What's your name?" he asked gently, but she didn't answer. Instead, she whispered, "Please see broken bar, don't take me back." Those words pierced Daniel's heart. He didn't know why she was here or what she meant, but every instinct told him she was in danger. He tried again, softer this time. "I'm not taking you anywhere you don't want to go. I just want to help." Finally, she whispered a name so quietly he almost didn't hear it. "Lily." Daniel extended his hand, and after a long pause, the little girl slowly placed her trembling fingers into his. That single gesture felt like a promise he didn't yet understand. Inside the gas station break room, Daniel gave her food as something simple, a sandwich and warm cocoa. She ate cautiously, as though she hadn't had a proper meal in days. But even as she relaxed, her eyes scanned every corner, alert and frightened. "Are you hurt?" Daniel asked. She shook her head, but something about the way she avoided looking at him told him she wasn't telling the full truth. He needed help. He needed someone who knew how to handle this. So he stepped out to call his friend Myra, a social worker who often passed by the station. She was the kind of person who believed every abandoned child deserved a safe place, a broken bar. But when Daniel told her what he found, there was silence on the other end. "Daniel," she finally whispered, "do you have any idea who that might be?" "What do you mean?" "Police all over the state are searching for a missing Heiress, a child from the Rothwell family. She disappeared 3 days ago. The reward money is gigantic, a broken bar, but more than that. The case is everywhere." Daniel felt the world shift, because the little girl behind the door is shaking, scared. Digging through a dumpster might be the child every news station was desperate to find. "The description matches her," Myra added. "Dark hair, blue eyes, small scar on her temple." Daniel froze. He had seen the scar when she lifted the cup. "Should I call the police?" he asked quietly. "Not yet," Myra said. "First, we need to talk to her. If she's the Heiress of broken bar, she may be running from someone." Daniel went back inside. Lily looked up, her eyes wide. "Lily," he said gently, sitting across from her, "did somebody in a broken bar hurt you?" Her hands tightened around the mug. Her lips began to tremble. "They wanted to take me," she whispered, tears finally filling her eyes. "They said Mommy and Daddy sent them, but they lied. A broken bar, I hurt them. They said they only needed me for ransom." Daniel felt anger rise in his chest. Someone had kidnapped her, and she had escaped. Alone, terrified, hungry. "Lily," he said softly, "you're safe now, I promise you." But she shook her head violently. "No, they'll come back. They were looking for me, Earl Ira, they were shouting. Her fear was real, raw. Daniel knew he couldn't wait. He stepped outside to call the police, but before he could dial, two black SUVs turned sharply into the lot. Men in dark coats stepped out, scanning the area. Daniel's heart dropped. They weren't police. They were looking for her. He rushed back inside. Lilia, we need to go now. Her face turned white with fear. Daniel picked her up, wrapped her in his jacket, and hurried out the back before the men entered the store. He took the long alley behind the station, slipping into shadows, using every shortcut he had memorized during years of late-night shifts. Lily held onto him tightly, trembling, trusting him with everything she had left. When they finally reached his small apartment, barely bigger than a storage room, Daniel locked the door and let Lily sit on the couch. She was exhausted, but he could see she felt safer here than anywhere else. More than an hour later, Myra arrived. When Lily saw her, she flinched, but Myra knelt down with a warm smile. Sweetheart, a broken bar, can you tell me something? What's your full name? Lily hesitated, then whispered, Lily Rothwell. For a moment, the room felt completely silent. She was the missing heiress. Myra's voice softened even more. You're very brave, Lily. We're going to help you get home. But Lily suddenly shook her head. No, a broken bar, I can't go home. They'll find me again. Daniel knelt beside her. Lily, I won't let anyone hurt you, ever. She looked at him then with a mixture of hope and disbelief, as if she had never heard an adult promise something so gently. Police arrived soon after, this time real officers escorted by a detective. Before they entered, Daniel explained everything, how he found her, how she was terrified, how dangerous the situation was. The detective nodded, understanding. Inside, Lily clung to Daniel, refusing to let go of his sleeve. Please don't leave me, broken bar. Daniel's heart felt like it was breaking open. He placed a hand over hers. I am right here. The detective approached slowly. Lily, a broken bar, your parents are safe. They've been searching for you non-stop. The people who took you a broken bar were already tracking them. Lily's eyes searched Daniel's face. Will you come with me? The detective glanced at Daniel, surprised that the bond formed in just a few hours. But Daniel nodded. Yes, I'll stay with you. When they brought Lily home, the scene was overwhelming. Her mother ran toward her, collapsing into tears. Her father, a powerful billionaire known for his stone-cold personality, dropped to his knees and held his daughter like she was his entire world. But even in her parents' arms, Lily kept looking back at Daniela, her anchor during the scariest night of her life. Her father noticed. Who are you? He asked quietly. Daniel explained everything. The billionaire listened, eyes dark with emotion. Then he did something unexpected. He hugged Daniel, a man known for wealth, power, and control, a broken bar hugging a simple mechanic with oil under his nails. You saved our daughter, he whispered. You saved our world. Days passed. Investigations ended. The kidnappers were arrested. Lily was safe. But something kept pulling Daniel back. He visited her a few times because she insisted. And each time, the little girl ran to him like he was family. One afternoon, after a long meeting, the billionaire approached Daniel with something small yet heavy in his hand. A key to your own auto shop, the billionaire said. You deserve a future better than struggling through night shifts. And a broken bar, Lily wants you in her life. If you're willing, a broken bar, we'd like you to stay close. As her godfather, Daniel's breath caught.